Okay, so this is a classic view, and on the top by default you are having content. I want to change. Yeah, click on the top right. You have content written. So see, all these which you see are the apps in Salesforce. We call them apps. So you have sales, service, marketing, app launcher, community, site.com. All those are obviously paid sort of app and product, but since you have created a developer account, there you are able to access all of them. Okay, so you can click on sales. So I hope now you understand, like, see, this is nothing like Sales Cloud is something different or Service Cloud is something different. Everything is within the same org and everything is overlapping. So this is like Sales Cloud you are talking about, you are seeing right now. Okay. And the front light right now, the main screen you see is the home and the dashboard. So this is sort of a view which end user is going to see whenever there is a sales rep or a manager or whosoever is using Salesforce. When they log in, they will be seeing this sort of screen like home and whatever tab they have access to. So they will be seeing only those tabs over here. Right now, since this is a brand new org, we haven't configured it, so majority of the things are visible, as well as you are a system admin of this particular org, right? So you are system admin can see anything. Now, if I go back to Trailhead, if you go back to the Trailhead tab, yeah. So over here, what you'll have to do is like you'll have to go to the modules. You'll have to start working on each and every beginner admin level modules. Okay, so you can click on modules and you can start working on those modules. So you can see like there are like so many modules. I would suggest like you can click on year level beginner. Yeah, so beginner admin level modules, there are like 117 modules. So yeah, you can start with accounts and contacts. So I want you to do the modules by yourself, okay? And you can later on complete those modules. But right now, let me give you a walkthrough. So what I'm going to tell you right now is going to be probably helping you complete more than 20-30 modules. Okay, so let us go back to Salesforce. So you know how this will work, right? This Trailhead, all you need to do is like click on that account. If you go back to Trailhead, so you'll have to click on each module. You'll have to read those modules. They will have some exercise in it, some questions. So you can see like 20 minutes module, 15 minutes module, and you'll have to complete those. Getting started with accounting.
Yeah, it's the same 20 minutes.
Yeah. See, what I always recommend everyone is, no matter someone is a fresh pass out from college or someone very experienced, I recommend everyone to do the modules right from the basic one, like the admin one, so that you get a hang of what is Salesforce and all. So that's what I will also recommend you. Once you are like in a good user position or whatever, you will be able to understand like, okay, this is the path I need to walk through. So let us go back to Salesforce and I'll give you a quick walkthrough. Okay. Yeah. So this is the home dashboard. Okay. Now you need to be very comfortable thinking like, okay, every day you'll be coming to this page. Every time you'll be seeing this home and dashboard. Okay. Now there are multiple sections to it. Multiple things in Salesforce are configurable, and many of the things in Salesforce are not configurable at all. So you can change on the top left corner, you can see the Salesforce logo. You can change that logo, you can change many things, but you cannot change many things as well. So Salesforce has, so this is something like a puzzle, as well as something like you need to memorize. Like me myself, I have memorized so many things. Okay, so and how you can memorize is by practicing. So the second tab is Chatter. So if you click on Chatter, so this is your home. Generally what happens is, let us go back to home. Let me talk a bit more about home. So you know what, like what happens is like I am like a sales rep or a manager. Whenever I come over here, I can see the feeds, the post feeds. Okay, so whatever there is if there is a deal going on, if there is a case which has been created recently, and my different team members are commenting on those case and deals and all. So whatever comments they post on those actual contact account or opportunity records, and they mention @my name. So I can see these posts over here. So right now, since it's a fresh org, no one else is there in your dev org, so you can't see anything. It's like blank. If you scroll down, you can see the calendar. If you are having any events, you need to call someone, you need to schedule a meeting with someone or something like that, you can see all those events over here or your task over here. And if you are a manager, if you need to approve a discount or something, so you can see the bottommost section like items to approve. You can add multiple other columns from a developer point of view, from an admin point of view. But from a user point of view, all you can do is like whatever you see over here. So there are like two roles. Okay, you need to understand very clearly what is the role of a admin or a developer like us who can play around with the entire system of Salesforce and manipulate a lot of things. But an end user is supposed to only create records, edit records, delete records, or to say like do those things, not configure anything with Salesforce. Okay. So this is your home dashboard. If you go to the top, you can go again, click on the chatter piece of it. Yeah. So the chatter is one of the tools which Salesforce created way back, and now they are not taking it forward. But chatter is the same thing which I was trying to say, is like anyone can chat or anyone can post anything on a particular record or a particular event, task, account, contact, anything. Okay. Right now, chatter is not enabled. The chatter tab on the bottom is not enabled for your user. So you can also enable that. If that is enabled, on the bottom right section, you can see a chat tool. Okay, which is not right now not enabled. So no worries on that. And you don't actually need chatter. I have rarely seen any mid-size or a small size company using chatter that frequently. Majority of the time it's like a big organization where there is a lot of employees and a lot of conversation going on. Only they use chatter. So that is there. So let me start with Sales Cloud, and you know what, like let me start with something I call it a complete walkthrough. Okay. So now how I try to define Salesforce is like, imagine any business, okay, any business which is happening on this planet Earth. So it's like either a particular business can be classified as you're selling a product, okay, or you are selling some services, okay. So other than a product or a services, there's nothing. What I say is like there is no other business. Okay, so imagine a product can be anything, any object around you, right? This laptop, TV, whatever, and a service can be a person. A service, you know what a service is, right? So a service can be anything, like a legal service someone giving to you. So that's not an actual object, but it's like a service. So no matter what the business is, any business in and around fall either any of these two categories, right? If you are selling product or you are selling some services. Okay. Now, in order to actually go through the entire process, the sales cycle of Salesforce, what they have done is like they have given a lot of things out of box. You're able to hear me, Shika, right? Yeah. So they have given a lot of things out of box. Now, a lot of things out of box means these objects which you see on the top, the other tabs, campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts. You can click each of them and just have a look. Like if you can click on campaign, you can see campaigns. If you click on account, you can see account. So yeah. So this is one thing. These all are different tabs. Now I'm going to walk you each of those tabs, majority of them, and give you a good explanation. So let us imagine a particular business in which so let us say that we are a toy shop. Okay, so we manufacture toy, we take it to the market, we sell it. Okay, and what we do is, like, from a marketing point of view, we are going to generate some leads. Okay, or probably let us call ourselves a toy shop rather than a manufacturer. Let us call us a toy shop. Okay, so taking that example, what we will do is, like, being a owner of a toy shop, I'll do is, like, I'll try to run some campaigns. Like, Christmas is coming, right, and New Year is coming, so I'll try to run some campaigns. So what I'm going to do is, like, over here I'm going to first just go ahead and create a new campaign. So hit on new.
Create new view?
No, that is the view. So yeah, you can create a Christmas campaign. Okay, and a type of campaign would be probably a trade show. Yeah, so just because of a trade show, yeah. So you can see, like, Salesforce already gives, you can continue filling it, like start date you can do probably from December 1st. We are doing planning of this right now. Yeah, December 1st. And this campaign will go till, yeah, 1st. Yeah, 1st. So this is like right now what you're trying to do is we are trying to create a particular campaign, okay, which is a type of trade show. Anything which you see on this particular form can be configured. You can change majority of the fields. You can, if your business is unique and you don't see the type in it, you can add in more types. By you, I mean to say the admin, like what our developer can do. But from a sales rep point of view or a manager point of view, they can't do anything just other than creating a particular campaign. So let us just go ahead and create a campaign. Yeah. So once a particular marketing team or someone is doing a campaign, they can discuss, like, add in a lot of things, like the budgeted cost you have entered and the actual cost in the campaign, and like so many things. Once a particular campaign is created, we need to add in, like, leads to them. Okay, so there can be 30 different ways by which in Salesforce a lead can be generated. Either you can purchase a lead database, you can do a complete calling thing, or whosoever attend a particular trade show, you can treat them as in lead, and you can manually go ahead and add each lead to that campaign and all. There are, like, several different ways by which you can add a lead. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to lead and create, like, a couple of leads, 2-3 leads. Let us go ahead and just create a couple of leads. So you can hit on new and let us create just a couple of leads, like, yeah. No, don't worry about adding a campaign right now. Just close it. Just create a lead. That's it. Okay. And just hit on save. That's it. You can create another one. And create one. Yeah, go to lead tab again on the top. Just hit on lead tab. You can create by my daughter's name. Her name is Pihu. She loves different toys and all. Yep, hit on save. Perfect. So over here, if you again go to leads tab, you can see there are, like, 2 records. Okay, so one is Loda and one is the Billy. So these are leads. Now what we need to do is we can associate those leads with the campaign. in majority of the company, there is some automated auto engine running in the background, which will automatically associate those with campaign. Okay, but over here, let me just show you how we do it manually. So if we go back to the campaign, yeah, no. Go back, cancel. Yeah, you can see a new button, manage members. You can see a button, manage members. Yeah, actually, exactly. So add members. That's it. Yeah, search, add member search. Yeah. So yeah, so you can search over here. Yeah, just hit on go. All it will show you all the leads. Don't put any filter. Yeah, so you can see, scroll down. So you can see several records already there. So in a dev org, you will always get some dummy data. Okay, so this is dummy data, and you need to have our record which we created. Yeah, that one, and KLMNOP. Yeah, that's one. View on the top. Yeah. So just add with status, and yeah, you can say send. Okay. So I think, hold on. Can you hit on update status for a second? I think the members got added. Yeah. So the members are added already. Yeah, it's added. I think it's added. So go back to the campaign and scroll down. Yeah, perfect. So see, whatever walkthrough I'm giving you, this is a user walkthrough. Okay, so you never get confused. Like, okay, basically what happens is, like, I'm trying to explain you what Salesforce is, so that first you get a hands-on, like, what Salesforce end user will see, how they will behave. This is not what you are going to do until unless you are actually creating records for the end client or not. Okay, so I'm giving you a walkthrough of the tool, the application. So if I go back to the top, so now my leads are there. Okay, now whenever I have a lead, I need to. So in Salesforce, what happens is, like, every majority of the big objects like campaign, leads, opportunities, not account or contact, they have their life cycle. So I call it personally, I call them life cycle. You won't find it in anywhere in books or something like that. I call this like a life cycle. Okay.
They call it by the status, right? The stage of the lead, when it comes as a prospect and then converts into opportunity. Yeah.
Exactly. So we are going to follow that path. So in the campaign itself, you can see a status field, right? In this particular page itself, fifth from the top. Yeah, double click on it. Fifth from the top field.
Status.
Yeah, double click on that. On the planned. Yeah. So you can see this is the life cycle of a particular campaign. We consider it like planned, in progress, completed, aborted. Okay. So you can hit on cancel. If you go back to the top, let's go to a particular lead. Let's open the lead for Pihu and try to convert it. Okay. So over here you can see that Pihu is also having a stage. So yeah, there are multiple things over here. So you can see lead source, lead status, exactly. So each of those fields are very important from a sales rep or marketing, sales rep, marketing or manager perspective. So you can see, like, the lead status, open, not contacted. So imagine what will happen is, like, majority of the time a sales team is going to come to this page, call them, create a new task in the new button, new event, log a call. So you can see below, right? So open activities, campaign, yeah. So they can do a lot of things. Again, everything is configurable in this particular section. You can add in a lot of other features, like if your business is something else, if you're a doctor, so you will be sending out appointments and all. So you can, in the below, you can add in probably a logic of sending an appointment. So just hit on cancel button. So yeah, so you can see convert button now. So what we are going to do is, like, we are going to hit on convert, and we are going to convert this lead. Yeah, so once we do the conversion, it actually goes ahead and create a particular opportunity. So in Salesforce, what happens is, this is out of box. Everything is out of box, majority of it, and many of it can be configured. Okay, so what Salesforce does is, like, you can convert this lead into opportunity, account, and contact. So by default, an account and a contact is always going to get created if you're able to find an existing account. So many times if that happens, is like, if it is your end client is a big business like Accenture, or forget about Accenture, like MACD's. So you're not going to create 12,000 MACD's account, right? So every time you are going to do is, like, the MACD's account will be one, but multiple contacts. So MACD's account for Janakpuri, MACD's account for probably all the stores, small size stores. Okay. So over here, let us just go ahead and create the opportunity. So just convert it. So you can hit on convert button. Yeah. No need to create a task. No need to create a task. It's although it shows mandatory, but it's not mandatory. You can hit on convert. So now what has happened is, like, your lead is now gone. By gone, I mean to say, like, all the fields in leads are now either in this account XYZ, or in contact, or in opportunity. So if in this particular account, if you scroll down, you can see that you can see that the account name is XYZ, which was the company name you entered. The contact is Ihu Dubedi, which is there. Okay. And if you scroll down, you can see the opportunity XYZ twice is there. You can see those two records, right? So 3 records in total got created, and the lead was soft deleted. So we call it soft deletion. The lead actually no longer exists. If you go back to the lead tab, you can see that that particular lead is gone. Today's lead, yeah. You can hit on today's lead. Okay, since your org was created today, so every lead is today's lead. So you won't be able to find that lead over here because it got deleted, and all the field values got copied into account, contact, and opportunity. So let us go to account. So that simply means that life cycle of that particular lead is done. It now got converted into account, contact, and opportunity. In the account, you can always go ahead and see the contact and associated opportunity in the bottom. So see, these are like related lists. Okay. So if I click on that contact, you click on that contact. Yeah. So it will open up the contact tab. You can see that contact tab is highlighted. You can see the contact directly. Right. So this is something I call it like basically Salesforce calls it account page, and below that it was related to contact and opportunities. Even in contact, if you scroll down, you can see an account lookup. So no, not to the bottom. Yeah, over here the account name, you can see the account name, right? So if you double click on it, so yeah, this is a lookup field. Okay, so wherever you can see that icon, that is a lookup field, and it is like a reference link from different tables. So you can imagine this like 2 different tables, and they are having link in the database tables. Okay, and in the bottom you can see opportunity. In the screen itself, you can see opportunity. So this particular contact. So what happens is, like, a lead can be a company, a person, or anyone, right? And so whenever it gets converted, you can create a particular account which is a business. So whenever there is a business, all the information related to the business should be put onto account. All the information related to a particular person. So a person who is representing that business. So in this particular case, we are having it Pihu. Okay, so Pihu is that person. So we are having all that person related information over here. Okay, person phone number, person title, person birth date, and whatever. And in opportunity, let us go to opportunity now. So opportunity is probably, I call it the center of universe. So opportunity is the D. I call it D, or Salesforce call it opportunity, or and you can call it anything. So this is a particular place where actual a business transaction is going to happen. You are actually going to sell some product or services to this opportunity. Okay, so over here, if I scroll down, you can see like add product, choose product. So before we add any product, let us go ahead and create some products. So if you go to the top, you can see the products. Yeah, perfect. So let us create some products. Okay, so you can do new. You can see the new button. Yeah, no, those are view. Yeah, yeah. So let us create probably some teddy bear or something like that. Yeah, and just activate it. So in a particular active. Yeah. So in a particular company, you can imagine whatever product they are selling, they can have a huge list of. So if it was a Samsung TV, so it would be having 30 different features. So this object would be having multiple fields to fill in. Okay, and this will be a one-time task. So probably won't be edited much. So whenever you are sure, like, okay, Samsung is going to sell probably 20,000 products, different type of products. So they will be adding up over here. That's it. Okay, and a new word.
We used to run one script and load that intermediary tables and then import that data into the base table as prod. I can connect that to our
Exactly. Yeah. So let us add price to it now. So you can hit on add price and probably add in $5-10 whatever. So this is going to be the standard price. So Salesforce has a concept of like standard price book and a custom price book. Okay, so you can learn that probably in Credit, but for this particular session, let us go back to opportunity, yeah, and add this particular product into this opportunity. Yeah. Add product. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. If you scroll down, yeah, you can see that probably. Okay, I think we need to add that in the price book as well. Go back, because we didn't add it to that. Go back to the product table. Yeah, go back to teddy bear, and we need to add that. I think I forgot to add that into add to price book. Yeah. So we have given them a standard price. Now we need to add them to the price book. Just select the checkbox beside the standard. Yeah, hit on select. Now see, this is where you can define like what is the standard price, and in this particular price book you can change the different rates. So you can just for now let's add it $5 same rate and hit on save. So if you are probably selling this teddy bear in India, it would be going for a lesser cost, probably $3. So different price book, you can add in different price, and the standard price always remains the same. So it's almost like what was the manufacturing cost or the selling price and multiple. So if it is a Christmas campaign, so you can create a Christmas price book and you can raise up the price or lower down the price in for Black Friday and all. So a lot of different things you can play around with that whenever from a Salesforce user point of view. Okay, so let us go back to opportunity, try to add that. Yeah, just select it. Yeah, 2. Yeah, perfect. Save it. 20 teddy bear. Okay. So yeah, you can see like the amount has automatically got updated in this opportunity. You can hit on hide feedback. Okay, you can hide feeds. On the top you can see hide feeds. Yeah. So you know what, like those feeds, you can see who did what changes. You can see on that section, right? So sorry, that is what Salesforce Autobox gave you. So on over here in the opportunity, you can see the amount has been updated, expected revenue has been updated, and you can see that it has already associated with the campaign. So if you hit on the Christmas campaign, Yeah, refresh this page, or it is refreshed, right? So you can see the value opportunities. Sorry, you can see on the right value opportunities in campaign $100. So yeah, so those are auto connected in Salesforce. Some of the things are out of box auto connected, some of the things are not. We need to write trigger or logic behind the scenes to get them corrected. If you scroll to the top, and let's go back to that particular opportunity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So over here right now you can see the stage. So the stage is prospecting, probability is 10%, and that's why the expected revenue is $10 only. So if I update the stage, if you go ahead and edit the stage and update it to negotiation, or yeah, so you can see it's now in negotiation. You can hit on save, and the expected revenue goes up. So expected revenue goes to $90, and even the campaign value would have been increased. Now, if you again mark the stage as closed won, so in a deal can go either closed lost or closed won, right? So I mark it closed won. Okay, congratulations, you have sold your product. So it got updated everywhere, and you can imagine like we can associate multiple logic behind the scenes over here of invoicing, sending an invoice, creating a discount, sending a quote. If you scroll down, you can see new quote. So right now we have directly sold the product. We haven't sent the quote to it. Okay, you need to activate the code. So in Salesforce, a lot of things you need to do as an admin. As a user, you can't create a code right now. Okay, so that was a walkthrough of Sales Cloud. Okay, from a user point of view. Now, let me quickly tell you where you can do the configuration. So if on the top right corner, you can see setup, right? Yeah, you hit on setup. So, okay. Boom. So show me later. Yeah. So welcome to this page. Now I call this page as your admin section. Okay, your admin developer section. So this is where you can destroy or build in the Salesforce. And sometimes people also destroy. So you can do anything over here, and you can manipulate a lot of things. So on the left hand section, you need to absolutely memorize everything. Like what happens if I do manage user, what happens if I do manage app, what happens if I do manage territories and all. Majority of the time what you'll be doing is if you scroll down initially, if you scroll down a bit, build. In the build section you can see I can scroll, yeah, build section. So I can customize all these tabs. Over here you can see leads, opportunity. In the very beginning itself, leads, opportunity. So I can, if you hit on again on leads, yeah, please hit on leads. So let me just give you a quick example. Now, supposedly cancel it, just cancel it, no worries. Yeah. So if you go scroll down, so scroll up. So lead collapsible might have got open up. Yeah. So leads fields. So let us imagine that I need to also add in the date of birth in lead. So, or to say like age of the particular, since we are selling toys, so we know like that we can have an age category. So hit on new over here. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to help you create a new field. So formula, multiple list, sorry, a pick list. Scroll down. Pick list, yeah. And hit on next. And let us create a age category. Yeah, you can write an age category. Since our toy shop sells toy with multiple age, yeah, enter values with each value separated by a new line. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, so over here, just add in below 2 years and something like those, like below 2 years, 2 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, and 10 and above. Yeah, and just hit on save. Next, hit on next. Yeah. So I have created, now what I'm doing is like I'm creating this field, hold on over here. So I'm now going to set up the field security level as well. Like who is going to see this field? Which profile is going to do what? So right now I'm marking it as visible to certain or read only to certain. I can mark that. So let us just hit on visible to everyone. So hit on visible to everyone. And by default, you can see like system admin can see anything. In the bottom, you can see that profile system administrator, which you are. Okay, so you can see everything. Yeah, super user. You can call it super user. And hit on next. Okay, so over here now you can see like page layout. The same lead object can be seen by marketing team as in a different page layout, sales team as in a different page layout, support team as in a different page layout. Now page layout is what you see while you were creating that lead. Okay, so that is a page layout. So I'm going to add this field in all the page layouts, because since age category is a very important information and it's not that secret, it's not like credit card details or something like that. So I can mark it to be seen to everyone. I can hit on save. So congratulations, your new lead field has been created. If you go back to the lead and hit on new, try to create a new lead, go to the lead tab, go to the lead tab on the top, yeah, and you can try to create a new lead. And this time you can see the below, yeah, age, you can see the age in the bottom, yeah, perfect. Hit on that drop down, click on that, yeah, you can see that the one you created comes over here automatically. So this is how you create a field in Salesforce. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, now let us go back to setup, and you know what, in quick find just type in object in quick find. So I'll call you an expert when you are able to memorize everything in such a way. Don't ever press enter. Just go back. Go back. Get back. Yeah. In Salesforce, yeah. So what happens is like we always just type in over here, because most of the time, no, not topics. Create object. Create. Yeah, create object. Yeah. So you can create new objects. So once you create an object, similarly, the tabs which you see right now on the top, lead, account, contact. So by default in Salesforce, we don't have an invoice object. So you can create an invoice object later down in, not right now. You can do a lot of those practice in Trailhead. They will be guiding you how to go to over here. And another important thing I want to show you is like click on manage users. Right now you can see admin manage users. Yeah, expand it, hit on users. Yeah, perfect. Hit on users. So you can see right now in your org, you are having these four different users. Okay, and actually, other than that, Sikha, all the three users are just fake. Like by fake, I mean to say like they are not actual users; they are user licenses, which are being consumed not by you right now. So, okay. Yeah, so those are users. If, and again, go on quick find, type in company. In quick find, just type in company. Don't press enter. So you can see company information. Just hit on company information. So over here you can see all the company information. So this is your company information. This is not lead or contact. Okay. So the licenses, Salesforce licenses you have, Salesforce data usage you have, everything you can see over here. Company information. Okay. If you again go to quick find, search, type in storage. Yeah, hold on, storage usage. Yeah, storage usage. Yeah. So this is a section where you can see all the information related to storage. You can see like opportunities. There are 32 opportunities right now in your system, 26 cases, contacts. Since this is a developer org, you can understand like multiple records are already there. Okay. Okay, I think if I go to the top, so I think this is good enough for today. This is going to give you a good confidence, like okay, now I can take the Trailhead all by myself, rather than if I wouldn't have given you this particular session, it would be very difficult for you to take the Trailhead session. Okay.
I had a question for you. We have not done any you guys do it
No.
in Salesforce?
Yep. A lot of time. So all you need to do, like, you have different ways in Salesforce by which we can do. See,
No, I
org
mean, like,
hierarchies.
my question is that initially when you even start like going even before to the leads or accounts, um, you generally do a org hierarchy and then go ahead. So I was wondering, like, because there would be some association and then there would be some visibility of the data based on the profiles, right? And these profiles are further
Yeah,
associated. Yeah.
yeah. So what you're talking about is definitely a very critical part whenever you create org. Right now, what I have given you is a walkthrough of Salesforce.
Okay.
Okay, that's a walkthrough of Salesforce, and what you're talking about is probably the first steps of a Salesforce admin. What a Salesforce admin is going to do
Okay.
whenever they set up a Salesforce org.